Jai Shishi Guru Gauranga Gandharvika Giridhari Shishi Radha Vinod Vihari Juki Jai Shri Govinda Gopinath Maran Mohan Juki Jai Nityal Pravishtam Vishnupara Shattara Shatta Shishimar Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Gosvāmī Mahārāja Śrīla Gurudeva Ki Jai Nityal Pravishtam Vishnupara Shattara Shatta Shishimar Bhakti Vedanta Vaman Gosvāmī Mahārāja Ki Jai Nityal Pravishtam Vishnupara Shattara Shatta Shishimar Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj Śrīla Prabhupada Ki Jai Nityal Pravishtam Vishnupara Shattara Shatta Shishimar Bhakti Prajñāna Keśava Gosvāmī Maharaj Ki Jai Nityal Pravishtam Vishnupara Shattara Shatta Shishimar Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Gosvāmī Prabhupada Ki Jai Nityal Pravishtam Vishnupara Shattara Shatta Shishimar Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Gosvāmī Prabhupada Ki Jai Nityal Pravishta Mahabhagavat Śrīla Gurudeva Babaji Mahārāja Ki Jai Nityal Pravishta Vaishnav Sarvabhauma Śrīla Jagannath Babaji Mahārāja Ki Jai Shri Rupānu Gaurya Guru Varga Ki Jai Shri Rup Sanatan Bhatta Raghunath Shri Jeev Gopal Padadasavanath Shri Gosvāmī Prabhu Ki Jai Shri Sarup Damodar Rai Ramanandari Shri Gaur Parshad Vrinda Ki Jai Namacharya Shri Hari-dāsa Thakur Ki Jai Prem se kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai Shri Kshetra Mandal Gora Mandal Vraja Mandal Mathura Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai Sarva Abhishta Pradati Girirāja Mahārāja Ki Jai Shri Radha Kunda Shama Kunda Ki Jai Shri Yamuna Devi Ganga Devi Ki Jai Shri Tulsi Maharani Vrinda Devi Ki Jai Jai Shri Govardhan Maharaj Ki Jai Jai Shri Govardhan Dharan Ki Jai Jai Shri Govardhan Dhari Shri Giridhari Krishna Chandra Ki Jai Jai Shri Annakūṭa Maha Mahotsav Ki Jai Sarva Vrajvasi Gan Ki Jai Jai Shri Madhavendra Puripad Ki Jai Jai Shri Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai Jai Shri Karti Bhat Niyam Seva Ki Jai Jai Shri Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai Samagata Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai Jai Urjeshwari Raseshwari Shri Shri Vrishabhanu Nandini Shrimati Radha Thakurani Ki Jai Ananta Koti Vaishnava Ki Jai Samagata Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai Shinitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Gaur. Okay, we'll do a short Mangalacharana and end again. Ajnanatirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Guruve Gaura Chandraya Radhikaya Tadalaya Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tad Bhaktaya Namo Namaha Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Mahapadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Name Gauratishe Namaha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namaste Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Harite Vrindayai Tulsi Devai Priyayai Keśavasya Krishna Bhakti Pradadevi Satyavatari Namo Namaha. Let's say some prayers for Girirāja Govardhan. 1 second, let me share my screen so you can follow along. Sorry, I'm so tired today. It was really late for me, and I had a long day today. let's see, Hantayam. Charana Sparsha. There. Okay, here's some pranam mantras for Girirāja Govardhan. This is going in the new songbook. Is my screen sharing? Just need to make sure, because I want you to repeat with me. I think it's sharing. Okay. Govardhan. Wait, let me make it bigger. Govardhano jayate Śrīla-Gurudeva yo gopika birubit udito Hari-dāsa-varya krishnena shakramaka bhanga kritarti choya saptahamasya karaparmatalepya vasit. So that's from Śrīla Sanatana Gosvāmī's Brihad Bhagavatamrita. All glories to Shri Girirāja Govardhan, who is the emperor of all the principal mountains, and who the gopis proclaim to be the best of Shri Hari's servants, Hari-dāsa-varya. Worship of Giriraj was introduced by Shri Krishna when he stopped the sacrifice for worshipping Indra. Giriraj then received the good fortune of resting continuously. Oh, sorry guys. Resting continuously on Shri Krishna's lotus hand for 1 whole week. Sapta. What's the meter for this one? Let's see if we can figure it out. Na na na. Saptahame. Sorry. Saptahame vachuta. Hastapankaje Bringayamanam Palamula Kandarai Samsevyamanam Harimatma Vrindakair Govardhanadrim Shirasa Namami. This is from the Sadhanamrita Chandrika. Giriraj Govardhan rested like a bee upon the lotus hand of Achyuta for 7 days. He expertly serves Shri Hari and Shri Hari's dear associates by providing them with fruits, roots, and caves. I bow my head and offer pranam unto that Govardhan hill. I actually never confirmed if it's actually... I think, yeah, you can see it. Okay. And now this prayer, Śrīla Raghunath Das Goswami says, Giri Nirpa Hari-dāsa Shreni Varyati Nama Vritam Uditam Shri Radhika Vaktra Chandrat. So he says that Srimati Radhika herself spoke this verse in Govardhan Vaspardhana Dashakam. So Srimati Radhika says, Hantaya Madhirabala Hari-dāsa-varya Yad Rama Krishna Charana Sparsha Pramoda Manam Tanoti Sahago Ganayostayoryat Pani Yasu Yavasakandara Kandamulai. O ladies, this Govardhan hill is the best among the servants of Hari. Jubilant from the touch of Ram's and Krishna's feet, it offers respects to them, along with their cows and cowherd wrens, by providing water, soft grass, caves, and varieties of fruits and roots. Alright, so, oh god, okay, I'm just telling you, right now it is 11:12 p.m. and I had the longest day ever today. I didn't get any chance to rest, and it's just been the most social, intense, full-on day for a really long time, so I am completely exhausted. I'm like pretty much laying down right now. I'm just getting pumped up. This is difficult for me, but I didn't want Annakūṭa to go by without having even a short reading. So I'm probably I can only read for half an hour because that's the limit for this program I'm using. So we have 20 minutes. I thought we could read from, we've read it a few times before, but it's short, it's sweet, and I don't think we have time to read a whole Leela, and like the whole Annakūṭa Leela, the whole Leela of Madhavendra Puripad and Chaitanya Charitamrita, or any of these delightful Annakūṭa pastimes. But even though we don't have time to read about the pastimes, at least we can read about how to observe Annakūṭa in the topmost sense. So this is, it's not, of course, we should all make an offering to Girirāja, offer special things. But if that's all we're doing and where there's no Hari-katha, then we've missed the whole point. And so our Param Gurudev, Śrīla Bhakti Keśava Gosvāmī, he mentions this in this short article that we're going to read. And I'm hoping that this article will enthuse me as well, to make sure that we put aside time for Hari-katha, especially today. So, okay, I'm showing the entire screen. I'm going to put a timer on so that I don't go over time. Yeah. Alright. Where is the article? Here. So this is in Rays of the Harmonist, number 14, Gaur Purnima 2009. And it's translated from Gaudiya Patrika, year 1, issue 10, 1949. Wow! So this is in the first year of Gaudiya Patrika, 1949. Very early. Okay, so the esoteric meaning of Annakūṭa. In the year 1949, Srimad Bhakti Keśava Gosvāmī Mahārāja, along with his godbrothers and disciples, observed Kartik Vrat in Ayodhya. And on 22nd October 1949, on the occasion of Annakūṭa Mahotsav, he delivered the following discourse. He said, "There is a mantra in the Shruti that proclaims Annam Vai Brahma. Food grain, Anna, is identical to the supreme transcendental entity, Brahma Vastu. One must realize the meaning of Shruti through Vidvad Rudhi Vritti. And Vidvad Rudhi Vritti, a profoundly learned understanding of its direct meaning." And there's a footnote. It says, the actual meaning of Rudhi Vritti is direct or primary meaning. When this term is further qualified by the adjective vidvad, learned, it becomes the esoteric direct meaning. If we assume that this mantra simply indicates the superficial meaning of the word anna, or food grain, it will only intensify our tendency to enjoy this world and maintain our aversion to Krishna, which is typical of conditioned souls like us. The food grain, the anna, that is born of the material nature, can never be referred to as transcendental substance, Brahma. Yet the foodstuffs that are offered to Sri Hari, the Brahmavat nirvikaram hi yatha vishnus tataiva tat. They are like Brahma, devoid of any transformation. They are directly Sri Hari, Sri Vishnu himself. The transcendental entity is certainly Brahma, and in its form as sound vibration, Shabda, it is received through the ears. For this reason, it is known as Shabda Brahma. Similarly, the term Anna Brahma from the above mantra, in that term, Anna Brahma, Anna, food grain, can only truly mean Hari-katha, for only Hari-katha provides the soul with spiritual satisfaction and nourishment, dispelling the soul's hunger. If we accept transcendental Anna, or Hari-katha, our soul will be enlivened as it blossoms into full maturity. This alone is the direct prasad, or mercy of Bhagavan. We can make it our aim to accept Hari-katha as our true Bhagavat prasad. This Anna in the form of Hari-Katha is certainly the transcendental entity, Brahma, because Hari-Katha is directly Sri Hari. The perfect philosophical conclusions of the Vedic scriptures confirm that the meaning of the word Brahma exclusively refers to Lord Vishnu. The Mahājans of previous times, along with our Guru Varga, caused the jubilation of Sri Radha Govinda's senses, their goal, to swell, Vardhan, in ever novel ways by making an Annakūṭa, or mountain of Anna in the form of Hari-Katha. They have worshipped Shri Radha Govinda in this way. Today, on the auspicious day of Shri Govardhan Puja and the Annakūṭa Mahotsav, our sole activity is to glorify Shri Radha Govinda. Shri Govardhan is the best of Shri Hari's servants, Hari-dāsa-varya. Although Govardhan is Ashray Vigraha, the abode of love for Krishna, devotees see him as Vishay Vigraha, the object of that love, or Krishna himself. The Gandaki Shila, or Shalagram Shila, is directly worshipped as Shri Narayan. In the same way, Shri Govardhan Shila is worshipped as Krishna himself. Govardhan Dhari, Shri Krishna, the lifter of Govardhan mountain, and Govardhan are one and the same entity. Yet, that unmatched, intense greed to please Krishna's senses, Krishna's goal, his senses, known as Krishna Kam or Krishna Priti, which forever swells, Vardhan, to new heights, is indeed Vardhan. Wow. So, Girirāja Govardhan's his greed to please Krishna's goal, which forever swells, Vardhan, to ever new heights. That is Govardhan. Instead of performing the worship of demigods like Indra or of demigoddesses, we must worship Govardhan in every way. These are truly the teachings of Srimad Bhagavatam. Jai. And so then, just how much more time? We have 13 minutes left. I wanted to read this. Is from our Śrīla Gurudeva. This is in a book called Guru Vandana. And this is an excerpt from a lecture that Gurudeva gave on May 7th, 1991 at Keśava Gaudiya Math, called Guru Das. I'm just reading an excerpt from this. Okay, from this point. Hari-dāsa-varya, the best of the servants of Hari. Other people may very well regard Girirāja to be Bhagavan and view worship of him as the worship of Radha Krishna or others. However, in our sampradaya, he is seen only as Hari-dāsa-varya, because there can be nothing more authoritative than the words of the gopis. Especially among the gopis, it is from Srimati Radhaji herself, from her own lips, that we find this statement. Shri Radhika Vaktra Chandrat. That's in that Govardhan Vaspartana Dashkam. O Girirāja, your sweet title, Hari-dāsa-varya, issued forth from the moonlight face of Srimati Radhika. Should Radhika say one thing and Krishna another, we will accept what Radhika says. Krishna is sometimes unreliable. Sometimes he'll just tell people to their face what they want to hear. If there are two gopis, he'll meet one and tell her she is his most beloved. Then he'll see the other gopi and tell her that it is she who is truly his favorite. What he says to Rukmini, he'll say to Satyabhama. He'll tell everyone what they want to hear. This is why Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says that we do not trust the words of people who live in Mathura. That's in his commentary of Bhagavad Gita, chapter 18, verse 65, the Sarata. We don't trust the words of people who live in Mathura. We do not trust that part of Krishna who lives in Mathura. But we have full conviction in Srimati Radhikaji, in what she wait, what happened? Oh, sorry, let me just fix something. Okay, sorry about that, guys. But we have full conviction in Śrīmati Radhikaji, in what she has said, what has issued forth from her lips, that Girirāja is Hari-dāsa-varya. That is why we regard Girirāja to be the greatest servant of Hari. Once, when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was residing in Puri, a Vaishnava from here, from Vraj, gave Mahaprabhu a small necklace of kunja berries, and also a Śrīla of Girirāja. Mahaprabhu was very delighted to receive that Śrīla, so much so that he could not decide whether to keep it on his head or to rest it on his eyelids, whether to keep it inside his heart or outside. Nor could he decide what to do with it. Should I bathe it with ocean water, or should I ask for some Ganga water from Sri Paramananda Puri's well and bathe it with that, or with my tears? He could barely determine where to keep it, how to worship it. He did serve it, seeing Girirāja to be Krishna and the kunja necklace to be Radha. He would pick 8 tulsi manjaris, each with a beautiful soft bud in the center of 2 soft leaves, and offer some water. He served with bhav. Just by seeing Girirāja, he'd be reminded of all that had transpired at Govardhan Giri. He would remember the gopis. He would remember everything. For him, bhav seva was natural. For us presently, bhav seva is very, very difficult. After some days, he gave the Śrīla to Śrīla Raghunath Das Gosvāmī, for he saw, oh, he is a worthy boy. And he told him exactly how to worship it. You are a Niskinchan Vaishnava. You do not have the money to make a golden altar, to build a temple, to provide Raj Bhog offerings and Chapanna Bhog. The 56 preparations, 10 or however many times daily. All this is not possible for you. You just offer these 8 tulsi manjaris and water. Render bhav seva. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu served Girirāja in his own mood. But how did Śrīla Raghunath Das Gosvāmī serve? He served Girirāja as one who gives prema for Radha and Krishna. What's that verse in Manashiksha? Anyways. Govardhanam Anudinam Tam Prajñāna. I can't remember. Anyways. But yeah, he served. Raghunath Das Gosvāmī served Girirāja as one who gives prema for Radha and Krishna. God, it's just on the tip of my tongue. Anyways. He has written somewhere, or perhaps Śrīla Rupa Goswami has written, that in Vrindavan, there are 2 personalities who can give prema for Radha and Krishna. Girirāja Govardhanji and Yamunaji. Both are mentioned as those who grant such prema. This was how he served Girirāja, and it is in this form that is beneficial for us. If someone sees Krishna himself as Girirāja, then it is somewhat problematic. Krishna cannot give himself fully to anyone, because he does not belong to himself. Everything that was his body and belongings, he gave that to Śrīmatiji. He has nothing left to give. That is why, if these personalities such as Girirāja and Yamuna are inclined to give something, they have the power to give him in his entirety. Krishna cannot give himself fully. It is for this reason that this mode of service is mentioned in our Sampradaya. Hence, we too shall serve Girirāja in this manner, as he who grants prema for Radha and Krishna. Whoa, I just fell asleep. By serving him, one can attain that prema. He is the giver. Nirupari karunena, Shri Shachi Nandanena, Tai Kapati Shatopi, Tvad-priyena arpitosmi. The causeless, merciful Sri Satchidananda, who is most dear to you, has offered me to you. I am a kapat, I am deceitful. But whatever I am yours. But whatever I am yours. So please, accept me. Girirāja accepts even our kapatata, our deceitfulness. If we submit our everything at his feet, he will surely bestow Krishna prema upon us. And suppose we do not think that Krishna is Girirāja-ji. Does Krishna mean more to us? Or does Srimati-ji? Who is the object of our worship? Madhishana tattve Rajavipina Chandra Brajavane Shwaram Tana tattve. So that means the moon of Raja's forest, Krishna, is the lord of the life of my mistress, who is the goddess of Raja's forest. Radhaji is our Aradhya, our worshipful deity. We aim to please her, do we not? By pleasing her, everyone will be pleased. This is why the topic of Hari-dāsa-varya is mentioned. That is our sole objective. Okay, that's the only point I wanted to read from that, and now I have 3 minutes to end our program, so I'll do that now. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Jai Govardhana Mahārāja, tere mate mukta viraje raho. Jai. I'm gonna have to end it in 1 minute because at times I can only speak for half an hour. So, Jai Shri Satchidananda Gaur Hari ki Jai. Shri Radha-vinodhi Ju ki Jai. Jai Śrīla Gurudeva ki Jai. Jai Śrīla Param Gurudev ki Jai. Śrīla Prabhupada ki Jai. Shri Rupano Gauriya Guru Varga ki Jai. Saparshaji Gaur Nityananda Prabhu ki Jai. Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopigan ki Jai. Shri Girirāja Mahārāja ki Jai. Shri Tulsi Maharani Devi ki Jai. Shri Bhakti Devi ki Jai. Shri Purnamasi Yogamaya ki Jai. Shri Gopeshwar Mahadev ki Jai. Jai Shri Govardhan Dharan ki Jai. Jai Shri Govardhan Dhari Shri Krishna Chandra ki Jai. Jai. God, I'm falling asleep. Jai Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki Jai. Jai Annakūṭa Mahamahotsav ki Jai. Jai Shri, I already said Govardhan Dharan ki Jai, right? Jai Shri Radha Kund Shama Kund ki Jai. Jai Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki Jai. Samagata Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki Jai. Jai Shri Annakūṭa Mahamahotsav ki Jai. Jai Shri Madhavendra Puri Pari ki Jai. Jai Shri Harinam Sankirtan. Jai Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki Jai. Samagata Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki Jai. Shri Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bo. Vrindai Tulsi Devai Priyai Keśava Krishna Bhakti Pradadevi Satyavatai Namo Namaha. Pancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha. Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Dandavat Pranams, dear devotees joining. I'm guessing Raseshwari Mataji, Indira Mataji, and oh God, so many devotees. Sorry. Okay, I'm gonna end the stream right now. Sorry, you've tolerated a lot. If you've made it to the end, wow, I'm very grateful. Alright, so this is our program for today, and tomorrow we will continue reading from Damodarashta. This is kind of just to inspire you to read something else on your own about Girirāja Govardhan. Alright, I have just 10 seconds left. Jai Shri Radhe Hari Bol.